know how a lot of YouTubers will film their morning routines and it's like very set up and all that kind of thing? Well, last night before I came upstairs, I was like, I'm filming a vlog tomorrow, so I'm going to bring my camera upstairs and genuinely start the vlog when I first wake up tomorrow morning. Anyway, we're gonna head downstairs and get ready, and I have some exciting things that I'm gonna get up to today, so I'm excited to share with you guys. Planning on getting ready with you guys on camera, and then I got into doing my makeup and just completely forgot, so I'm almost done. But I did want to show you. Recently found this company. It's called Axiology. I didn't find it myself. Actually, I found it through Ali Cherry. I feel like I find the best stuff through her, so if you guys don't follow her, you should. I'll link her below. This company called Axiology ships out their stuff in these little boxes. Like, they don't overpackage anything. There's only paper in here, and then there are these eye and lip like color things, and they're just wrapped in paper. And you know what? Like, low waist makeup is really difficult to find. Like, I don't know, I think I know of like 2 brands who are like trying to do something. Like, everyone knows Elate, but it's expensive. I don't think these are very cheap, but I just thought this was cute, so I thought I would test it out today while I was doing my makeup just to see what we think. Let's test it on my hand, shall we? Sorry, I feel like such a beauty guru, but it wouldn't focus. But that's it right there, that little swatch. So it's not very bright, but I feel like if I put it on my finger and then we add it as my highlight. Do we stand? Oh my god, the other day I said something on TikTok. I think I said bae, and one of my subscribers, who I guess is like a Gen Z person, was like, nobody says bae anymore, Shelby. I know you're a millennial, but like, I just want you to know. So when I just said we stan, I was thinking, is that a thing that people are saying still? Anyway, I just wanted to update you guys that I was testing out something new. I eventually do post my zero waste makeup routine. I plan on accompanying that with a blog post of all the brands that I've researched. So stay tuned for that, but you know, those sort of things take a little while. And now I want you guys to help me get ready by helping me pick out what outfit we should wear today. All I'm doing is filming with you, but I feel like that's a reason to pick out a cute outfit. Since my makeup is done now, we can pick out an outfit because I recently got an order from ThredUp and their cute little polka dot boxes. If you guys don't know who ThredUp is, they are the world's largest online thrift store, all secondhand clothes, which we all know why secondhand clothing is the most sustainable option. And I plan on actually sharing a video soon about how I quit fast fashion, and I am really excited about that. But secondhand is definitely a huge help when I was quitting my fast fashion journey. So I picked out a couple outfits. I'm gonna try them on, and then you guys tell me in the comments which one was your favorite, but you won't get to tell me which one I should wear because I'm literally about to wear for the video you're watching. And I got so many questions in my last video where I talked about ThredUp if I could help you guys learn how to shop on the site because they have so many pieces on there. It can be hard to like find what you're looking for or like narrow it down. But the #1 tip I have for you when shopping on ThredUp is to search the brands that you like. And that might be hard to figure out because I'm talking about brands that are not necessarily sustainable, but that I have found over time that are like the brands that I always pick up when I'm normal thrift shopping, right? So a few brands that I always search on ThredUp are Madewell, American Eagle, Old Navy, Free People, those sort of brands. I always start by searching those brands and seeing what they have in my size. If you have your sizes saved to the site, it's only going to show you what is in your size, and then you can sort by fabric, color, all those things. Honestly, I think it makes it a lot easier than going and thrift shopping in person, even though I do not feel comfortable doing that right now at all. Nobody wants to be going to the thrift store during a pandemic. Or is that just me? Anyway, okay, let me try on these outfits for you. Okay, so the first outfit I threw together is this one. This one's by Forever 21. The estimated retail was originally $24, but I got it for only $14.99. And then I just paired it with these shorts by a brand called Red Camel. Don't know her. But originally they were $18, marked down to only $11.99 on ThredUp. And yeah, this just feels like a very simple, easy outfit for the summer so that I'm not hot, because if you've been watching me for a while, you know I hate the summer heat. My mission every summer is to find outfits that are comfortable and that I won't be sweating to death in. So I've bought a few of them from ThredUp, and this is just one of them. Oh, in the back, look. And I just felt like it's a good summer little outfit. And this is definitely not something that goes with this outfit and not something I'm gonna be wearing anytime soon because I hate the heat and this would make me very hot. But like I was telling you guys, I normally go onto ThredUp and search like the brands that I know that I typically like. And so when I was searching for Madewell products, this sweater came up and this is like my favorite color. It's just so freaking perfect. I'm so stoked I found this on ThredUp because originally this sweater was $150 and on ThredUp it was only $44.99. So it's just a really good quality. Like, can you see the knits on here? Are really nice. But like I say, this is not part of my summer haul. This is just something that I saw in there and couldn't pass up. To continue with the theme of trying to find easy summer outfits that will not make me hot, here's another one. So this top is by Universal Thread, which is a Target brand, which is another brand that I find that I gravitate towards a lot when I'm thrifting. So it's another brand that I always search on ThredUp. And originally this one was $22, but I got it for only $10.99. Nice little 50% off there. And then these shorts are by American Eagle, which again, I'm saying is one of the brands that I always find myself gravitating towards in thrift stores. So I got these shorts again for 50% off because their estimated retail was about $50 and I got them for only $24.99. And they have this cute little pattern on the pocket that like kind of sticks out from the shorts, which I just think is a really cute little touch. This is the other outfit I'm considering wearing today while it is ridiculously hot. Now this I don't think I was planning to wear today at all, but I just tried it on and I feel like it's quite some would say flattering on my figure. And weirdly enough, I do listen, I do not support Forever 21. Please do not ever buy stuff from them new, but this is by Forever 21 and the estimated retail price on ThredUp is only $24.90. And honestly, the quality of this is like a lot better than what I remember when I used to shop at Forever 21. But I guess the estimated retail price only being $24.90 tells you someone was exploited along the way. Anyway, I got it on ThredUp for only $15.99 and I actually bought this for like an event that I have to go to, or I guess I already did go to. Just something happening in my personal life. So that's why I bought this to wear to that, and I didn't end up wearing it. I ended up wearing something else. And now that I'm trying this on, I feel like it's so flattering and like the colors and it's flowy. And I don't think I would be super hot in it. Like I don't think I would wear it outside in 100-degree weather, but I could definitely wear it for today's video. Okay, drum roll to see which one I chose to wear today. I decided to wear the romper. I don't know, it seems a little too dressy for this video, but you know what? We're just gonna be fancy with it today. Next thing I have on the agenda is to organize our fridge to make it more energy efficient and to minimize food waste. And we're gonna talk a little bit more about that, but I did wanna give a big thank you to ThredUp for sponsoring this video. You guys know I use ThredUp all the time, love them, I've been talking about them for years. If you guys wanna get 30% off of your first order at ThredUp, there's going to be a link in the description and the code here on screen for you to get that. If you're someone who's trying to live a more sustainable lifestyle, secondhand clothing is definitely the way to go. And especially right now while we're in lockdown and there's like a pandemic happening, even if you're not in lockdown, because technically we're not in Texas anymore, I still don't recommend going to the thrift stores right now because it's full of things that have been in a bunch of people's homes, and you know, you just want to be careful. I'm being very careful. So shopping for clothing on ThredUp right now has been the best option for me. But okay, let's head into the kitchen. We're gonna organize my fridge. This could take a long time. I don't know how long this is going to take, but I'm very excited to do it. Transition wasn't all that great, huh? Because the lighting is just awful. So I decided to make this video because my sister has been back and forth between houses, our house and her husband's house, because of the like lockdown, quarantine, all that kind of thing. Her classes have been canceled, and so she will come for like a few days at a time. She'll buy stuff, put it in the fridge, and then it ends up going bad, and the fridge just gets very not organized, and it makes my little minimalist heart panic a little bit. So I started trying to get the fridge organized so that I knew where everything was and what was going bad and what was ours and what was hers. And I realized that I've been meaning to do this for so long, but it is to look into how your fridge can be organized to be the most energy efficient it can, and also to minimize food waste. So like there are certain vegetables and fruits and stuff that shouldn't be stored next to each other because the gases from one makes the other one go bad. There are certain ways to store herbs and carrots and all those sort of things that can help them last a lot longer and stay fresher. And I've been meaning to do this for years, to actually like research what things I should be doing to minimize food waste and make my fridge the most energy efficient. If you guys didn't know, the fridge actually consumes a lot of energy in your home. Doing the best you can to make it the most energy efficient you can is obviously going to help with resource use in your home. And while this may not be the most glamorous thing, I do think it's going to be very helpful in conserving energy and, you know, reducing food waste in our home. So I'm going to leave some links below of what I'm using, basically what I'm reading about how to organize your fridge and all that kind of thing, and then we're going to do it. But first, let me show you what my fridge looks like before we get into all of that. All right, don't judge me because I don't really know if anything is, things are kind of separated because like I said, I was thinking about how to organize it. And so I've kind of tried to separate things by like, this shelf at least is like our shelf, my sister's shelf, condiments is always over here. All my vegetables are in here, but they're not really like organized according to like what they should be. I don't really know. And then like our butters and her stuff is down here. So yeah, this is what we're starting with, and let's see what we can get it to look like. So I organized the fridge, I switched up some of the storage, I checked the seals, made sure that there was enough room behind the fridge, all that kind of good stuff. And I thought I would tell you some of the things I wrote down that I'm going to do going forward because I didn't realize these things before. So what I learned is definitely leave some space behind your fridge for the condenser because basically
it puts off heat, and if it's just taking back in all that heat, it's making it work a lot harder. Clean your coils regularly. I think it suggests like twice a year.
So for organization stuff, this might sound dumb, and I would love to hear in the comments if you already knew this or not, but I didn't really know the switches on the drawers. That mine say fruits and vegetables, and I always just was like, okay, well, what if it's like mixed? And I didn't really know what the best way to do it was or what that even meant. So apparently on my fridge, like the vegetables mean, I think that it's closed, the vent there is closed, and fruits means that it's open. And the reason you want to do that is because certain vegetables like more humidity and other things don't. So I finally figured that out, and I organized the two what do you call it, bins for things that want the vent open and things that will be okay with the vent being closed. This is the first time I ever learned of that, so just a tip for you. There was a lot of information in all of these little like websites about how to store meat and like dairy for efficiency, but we don't really have that in the fridge. I mean, sometimes my sister does. So if your fridge is overstuffed, certain things are not being able to be cooled properly, which means that your fridge is running a lot more. So try to leave space between things as often as you can. And then also label things so that when you open your fridge, you're not standing there with it open for so long
and just letting out all the cool air that then it has to replace, which is obviously using energy. So like I plan on, after organizing it this way, trying to keep things in certain areas.
So like they say leftovers on the top shelf because if you do put them in there and they're not completely like cooled down, which you should be letting your leftovers cool down before you put them in there, but that way the heat is not rising and heating up like everything else in the fridge. Certain vegetables that need to be like in open containers instead of contained. So like your berries, you want them to be able to be open, not contained into something that's like going to just stagnate, I guess is how you would say that. So I'm planning to make certain areas of my fridge for certain things. So going forward, when I open the fridge, I know exactly where I need to go, using less electricity to do that, to open my fridge. So those are all the organizational things. And then for storage, just a few little tips I found out is that you should wrap your grains in a wet cloth to keep them crisp longer, which this is the best tip and probably gonna be the most useful, because if there's anything that goes to waste in this house, a lot of times it's greens because they just seem to wilt so fast. So I'm hoping that this works. The thing suggested using a paper towel. I just wrapped them in a regular reusable towel for now. And I did find out that on Earth Hero, they just recently started selling bags specifically for this. So they're like organic cotton veggie bags that you can put them in and like seal it up and keep them cool and moist, and it's just really easy. So I might get some of those, but for right now, I'm just using like the towels. We'll see how it works out and if I decide to purchase the ones from Earth Hero or not. And then also I learned that apparently tomatoes should be left out of the fridge. I have always stored tomatoes in my fridge, but according to what I read, that's one of the things you can leave just out of your fridge altogether. It's all of these little acts with your fridge that seem to add up to quite a bit. So those are all the things I learned. And I feel like, you know, I have a lot more knowledge now than I did before, and I can do a lot better just in this one little area of my life. And I hope that you learned something as well. But okay, so basically it's a little bit in the afternoon now. I'm gonna wait for Madison to get off work because you guys saw me go out there and check the fig tree this morning. I've been collecting figs over the last few few weeks because you have to let them ripen on the stem. They don't ripen after you pick them. They have to be completely ripe when you pick them. So in order to get enough to actually like make something with them, I've had to keep picking them, and I've been cutting them in half and putting them in the freezer. And then when Madison gets done working today, we're gonna try to make something with them, which I'm really excited about. Also, my sister and my brother-in-law just showed up randomly. I didn't know they were coming back home today, so they're here. We might get to see them, but I'm gonna go get some work done and check in with you guys in a few hours.
3 hours later.
Okay, well, it's not only 3 hours later. It's a little more than 3 hours later from last time I updated you, but Madison is off work, and today is raid hour on Pokemon. I'm sorry, I feel like at this point I think playing Pokemon is a personality trait. I'm kidding, but I did take my makeup off because we are gonna go outside to do a raid hour, which is just like 1 hour out of the week where basically everyone goes outside to play Pokemon. So I took my makeup off because I don't think it's good for me to sweat with my makeup on, and I put on some different clothes. These are my girlfriend biker shorts and just this top I thrifted. So we're gonna go play Pokemon, come back and make the fig goodness, and then I think we're also gonna try to fit in going on a walk, but we have to wait until pretty late in the evening because it's so damn hot recently. I just want to point out that we're at the park to do some Pokemoning, and Madison has brought an entire pitcher for a smoothie.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing wrong, just thought it was a funny thing to point out. A whole pitcher with a straw. Okay, babe, I think we've got everything. Can you read the ingredients for me of what we need?
Okay, we need 8 ounces of dried Turkish figs, stemmed and quartered. Ooh.
Also, because people always ask me for recipes of what I'm making, I don't have any original recipes. I literally follow everything off of the internet, and I don't normally look up vegan recipes, but you can pretty much veganize any recipe. So she is putting in applesauce because the recipe is calling for an egg, and I always forget the ratio, but I know you can substitute applesauce for an egg, and it's just 1/4 of a cup of applesauce per egg. So that's what's going down at the moment. Hey. Why are you screaming? Why are you screaming? Listen, number one, I've never claimed to be any sort of cooking person, a baker, any of that. And I only share things in my videos about food when I'm doing something that I think is more interesting. I'm about to have Madison come in here and taste test our final fig Newtons. And I'm just gonna tell you, they're not top notch. I think we made some mistakes, whatever. We're gonna see if they taste okay, but this is what they look like. Yeah, I feel like I way overcooked the bottom layer, and maybe, oh no, this is probably about the texture of a fig Newton, the top here. But yeah, I'm gonna have Madison test it. But honestly, like I said, this was just to be able to use something from our own garden to make food. This is not necessarily because I'm a baker of any kind. I'm just trying to, you know, utilize what we have growing here. So Madison's gonna taste it. She looks iffy about it.
Should I use the pizza cutter?
If you want.
Bone apple tea. Ooh.
Does it taste good?
That's good.
How's the texture? Because the bottom is way hard.
I mean, it's like, it's kind of, it's nice that the bottom's hard. It's like got a nice crust on it. And the top is like a little fluffy. Not bad. Eat it.
Yeah? She was eating the crust on its own earlier. You're going in my cup cabinet. She was eating the crust earlier and she said the crust alone was good. So I was like, well, that's good. At least, even though it doesn't look great, at least it tastes good. That's what we get. I mean, they're not gonna be the perfect shape of a fig Newton, but I don't care that much about that.
Right? Pretty good.
You know, the fig Newtons don't look great, but they taste pretty good. We organized the fridge. We went on a walk. We learned some new things today. We got a dope haul of great secondhand clothing. Don't forget to check out ThredUp if you haven't already. You can get 30% off of your first order with a link in the description, and I'll put the code here on the screen in case you didn't already check that out. Madison knows I've been a big fan of ThredUp for years. I wouldn't talk about them and entice you to go shop secondhand from them otherwise. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today. And remember, until next time,
Create the peace.
oh, okay, just...
You cannot do all the good the world needs, but the world needs all the good that you can do.
All right, bye guys. I was gonna go like this because you said that.